you all. How are you? Thank you for watching. So yesterday, Lil Wayne endorsed Donald Trump, and earlier this week, Don Lemon from CNN referred to people that support Donald Trump as addicts that need to hit rock bottom before they can be helped. And I have some footage from that, so we'll talk about Lil Wayne and watch that footage from Don Lemon and talk about that in just a second. But first, I'm curious. I have a question for you. So after I finish uploading this video, I'm going to be going to vote. And I was checking out the polls this morning. Most of the polls still have Biden very much in the lead over Donald Trump. While I was getting ready to start filming this video, I was watching Dave Rubin, and we're talking about similar topics. And he was talking about the polls as well. And what he said was he has a lot of people over for dinner, and he asks all of his friends that come over every single time, hey, have you ever been polled? Have you ever answered one of these polls? Because he's trying to figure out who are these people that they're polling. And I'll tell you, I've never been polled. I don't know anyone in my friend circle or family circle that has ever been polled. And that's what he was saying. He said out of all the people that he asked, all the people that he knows, not one of them has ever been polled. Actually, no. He said he knew one person that had been polled. Somebody called them about 10 years ago and asked who they were voting for. So that's my question to you. Have you ever been polled? Do you know anyone that's ever been polled? Who are these mystery pollers? We obviously know that in 2016 they were wrong, so I don't put too much emphasis on them, but it is interesting to look at them from time to time. And who are these people that are being polled? I don't know. But let's look at Lil Wayne. So this was the tweet that he sent out yesterday, and I'll read it for you. And it says, I really like that picture, actually. It says, just had a great meeting with the real Donald Trump, POTUS. Besides what he's done so far with criminal reform, the Platinum Plan is going to give the community real ownership. He listened to what we had to say today and assured he will and can get it done. So, of course, from Republicans, he got a lot of praise, and from Democrats, he got a lot of backlash, people calling him an idiot, this and that. Even 50 Cent weighed in and said, man, are you sure you want to take a picture with him? But this is what I actually screenshotted that and put it on one of my Instagram stories, and this is what I said. I said, you know, you keep hearing people talk about systemic problems here, systemic problems there. Joe Biden has been in office for 47 years. He is the system. Nothing has to, if you're complaining about the state of systemic problems in our nation right now, he's been in office for 47 years. What has he gotten accomplished? Nothing. Donald Trump has the Platinum Plan. He actually has things that he wants to do moving forward. He's actually meeting with people. Look at Ice Cube. Ice Cube put out requests to meet with the Biden team. He put out requests to meet with the Trump team. The Biden team turned him down. They said, no, wait till after the election. Trump met with him right now and took part of what he said and inserted it into the Platinum Plan. He actually listened and put it into a plan that he's actually taking and moving forward. Not to mention his criminal justice and everything that he's been doing. So to say that someone like Lil Wayne is dumb or someone like Ice Cube is a traitor, no, they just realize, okay, this man might actually do something, so let's give him a chance. We don't know what kind of change is going to come from all of this, but at least he has something and he's moving forward. What does Joe Biden have? Nothing. That's what blows my mind about this too. Like, people think Trump is so bad, but if you're so upset about the state of what's going on in our country, why would you reelect someone that's held office for almost 50 years if you're complaining about the state of things now? Doesn't make any sense to me, but that's what happened. Let me know your thoughts on that. And now, I'm not even going to say anything. I'm sorry to subject you to almost 2 minutes of Don Lemon, but you've got to hear what he has to say, and then we'll talk. Okay, here it is.
Eventually it runs its way through, but how many are lost?
That's straight up killing people. That's what that is. And that's just straight up ignorant.
That's the kind of thing we get mad at people ignoring in developing countries. Look at what's happening to them. We have to help them. They're all getting killed by this. Now it's happening here. Yeah. It's happening here right now at his own damn rallies.
You know what the sad thing is? And I'll be honest with you. I have many people who I love in my life. And yeah, I come from a red state. I've lived in several red states. There are a lot of friends who I had to really get rid of because they are so nonsensical when it comes to this issue. They have every single talking point that they hear on state TV and that they hear from this president. They repeat it and they are blinded by it. And when I said to you the other night, there's no way, they can't believe it. They can't, I was just goosing you in a way, right? Where they say I was,
goosing
I was breaking your,
goosing works. It's not like that'll be all over the internet. Continue.
But here's the thing. I had to get rid of them because they are too far gone. I try and I try and I try. They'll say something really stupid, and then I'll show them the science and I'll give them the information, and they still repeat those talking points. And all the while, the state was a hot spot. If you look at the information that we put up last night that came up yesterday, it showed you how the red states have now taken over where the blue states, where people came in because there are bigger cities and there's more transmission, obviously, where people are closer together. And so now the red states are the problem. And I have to get rid of a lot of people in my life because sometimes you just have to let them go. I think that they have to hit rock bottom like an addict. Right? And they have to want to get help. They have to want to know the truth. They have to want to live in reality. They have to want to be responsible, not only for other people's lives, but for their lives. So you know what? It's so sad. And I don't know if after this I will ever be able to go back and be friends with those people, because at a certain point you just say they're too far gone and I got to let them go. And if they're willing to come back and if they're willing to live in reality, then I will welcome them with open arms. But I can't do it. I can't do it anymore.
And look,
I don't think Don Lemon is doing anyone a disservice by removing himself from their lives. If I was one of those people, especially after seeing that, I'd be like, thank you for allowing me to dodge that bullet without even knowing it. But a lot of people think like this. I talked about this in my walk away video, when I noticed the emotional reaction by people and I started bringing things up to my friends. If I said, oh, I was listening to Ben Shapiro today, or I was listening to this person today, they would look at me like I was the most evil, racist, horrible person that had ever walked the face of the planet. And at the time, I was so innocent to all of this, I had no idea, and it really bothered me. It really hurt my feelings. But I lost a few friends just from being outspoken, and I'm not crazy radical in any way, and I don't bring up politics when it's not appropriate. I don't push my ideas on anyone. I respect everyone's idea, and this is the interesting thing too, because Trump supporters, if you say you're voting for Biden, if you say you're voting libertarian or whatever, Trump supporters are like, okay, cool. If you were to say that you're voting for anyone other than Biden to a Biden supporter, they will lose their crap and think that you are the most evil person, or how could you do this and that. And it's actually a cultish mentality, and I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know what it is. I have my ideas. And I'm in no way promoting this book. I haven't even read it yet, but this came in the mail today. It's by Gadsad, The Parasitic Mind, How Infectious Ideas Are Killing Common Sense. And that goes right back into the Lil Wayne thing. Why would you vote for a man that has been in office for 50 years, just about, and has not done anything, when you have this other individual that is actually listening to people and taking what they say and putting it into his plans to see if that could actually change? Why would you not be for that? People are so blinded by their hatred for Donald Trump that they don't see any of this stuff. And a lot of people don't know this either, but the whole border wall, the reason the border wall was a thing is because Donald Trump went to the border and asked the border agents what they need to be more successful, and they told him that they needed a wall. So that's how the whole border wall came about. This is a president that is actually for the people, that goes to the people and asks them what they need, and then he implements it. He does his best to implement it. And I go back to someone like, I'm sorry I'm jumping a lot, but even someone like Lady Gaga, who is supporting Biden and thinks that Trump is just this evil man. Well, one of her biggest fan bases are gay men, and she has her song Born This Way, and she appeals to a lot of gay men, and she's all about equality. Donald Trump is the first U.S. presidential candidate in history to be pro-gay marriage. He is currently working to decriminalize homosexuality around the world. Homosexuality is currently criminal in 72 countries across the world, and Donald Trump is working to do that. He's the first president to ever do that. But again, they are so blinded by the rhetoric, they are so brainwashed, and it's turning into a cultish mindset. Exactly what Don Lemon said. People, it's like people that support Trump are addicts and they need to hit rock bottom before they can see the light. No, Don Lemon, you need to see the light, and that's why your network is failing, and that's why your show is failing, and that's why Chris Cuomo's show is failing, and that is why hopefully Donald Trump will win, because people can see right through all this crap. And just to end this on a personal note, I've talked about it in my walk away video and here and there on some of my other videos. I have lost friends and I've had conflicts with family members simply because I'm outspoken, not because I'm inappropriate with my beliefs or push them on people, but because I say things like this. And yeah, it's really sad and it stinks, and I try to be the best person that I can throughout all of that, and maybe they'll come around, maybe they won't, I don't know. But whenever one door closes, others open, and since I've been outspoken, I've met a lot of really incredible people, and I wouldn't change that for the world. And it's unfortunate that some people have been hearing it pounded in their head so many times that Trump is a Nazi and his supporters are racist and they're sexist and all the isms and phobes and everything that you can imagine. They've heard it so much they think it's true, and it's sad, and hopefully that changes. But that's my thoughts on Don Lemon and Lil Wayne. Let me know what you think about everything. Bye, guys.